the Cupcakes for the Soul, because that's what this is. This is Cupcakes for the Soul. I've been just kind of thinking about how, like, we've been kind of fed this, like, illusion of what love is and what relationships are and how you're supposed to be in a relationship, what your role is. And I'm really starting to figure out that women have really been fed like this illusion, right? And I don't want to sound like bitter or angry or any of that, because that is not my goal. My goal is to really just dive into this whole relationship thing and figure out how we get into these situations where um and especially women, right? Just a quick, I don't even want to call it a backstory because it's not really a story, but I watched the movie Fences last night, the movie with Viola Davis and Denzel Washington, right? Or Denzel Washington, whichever you prefer. Um, and we know this is fiction, but in the movie, she had been with him for 18 years, and then um, he came and he told her how he had gotten this woman pregnant, right? And it wasn't even the fact that he got the woman pregnant, it was the fact that he said to her that woman made him feel alive, and that when he was with her, he didn't have to worry about bills or worry about taking care of things, taking care of people, that kind of thing, right? And it was really like, I don't know. It was good to hear that, because it kind of put into perspective why, some men cheat, why some men do what they do. Basically, it's just like an escape, you know. But then on the flip side of that, she was like, well, I've been here too, right? I have been with you for 18 years. I have endured all of this, whatever he's going through, she's going through it with them. And, she's just kind of like, yeah, I've been here too. Like, I know you feel like, you've been trapped or whatever, but I've been here too. So as the story goes on, the woman has the baby, but she dies during labor, right? So that means that Troy, which is Denzel's character, has to go get the baby, which is a baby girl, and bring her home. And he asks Rose, which is Viola's character, if she would be a mother to this little girl. So he told her, he was like, the baby don't have nothing to do with what the adults did, which that's true, right? That is true. That baby didn't have nothing to do with it. But at the same time, you decided to do this, right? And now this baby is here, but you're coming to ask me to be a mother to this little girl. And so, quite naturally, she said yes. They stayed together. And then he ends up dying. The little girl looked like she's probably about 8 or 9 years old. So now Rose has to raise this little girl because her parents are dead, right? So it got me to thinking, like, as women, we've been kind of told to, we've been told things like a man's going to be a man and this and that, and, all this different stuff that we've been told. We've been told all kinds of stuff where some of us still believe that Prince Charming or this man is going to come and save us. And here's what I mean by that. For like a really long time, as long as I can remember, we've always been told things like, you know, What if you get married and he don't have any children and he wants children, and just it's just like all this stuff that women are told, right? We're told, oh my God, it's so much stuff that we're told. And I can't even begin to talk about it without it being some more women here, so we can just kind of talk about the different myths, or just this mythical man that we've all been told about. I can remember when I had my youngest son, he's 16 now. I remember saying that I was going to get my tubes tied. And my grandmother said, well, what if you meet a man and he doesn't have any children and he wants children? So I said, well, I don't know. I just know I don't want any more children with my husband at the time, right? Um, I have two children with my husband, or my ex-husband. He went on to glory, y'all. He went on to glory back in 2021. So this isn't like a bashing or anything like that of any men. I'm simply just putting together the pieces at 45 years old on how we've kind of been duped into believing what love is, right? Think about how we've watched all these TV shows and songs and just all this stuff, right? And we've just been kind of in this trance, or we've been lured, or illusion, whatever you want to call it, right? And when I'm saying we, I'm talking about women, because men are not told these kinds of things. The men that I've asked about, like, what kind of things are they told about women, right? They are told things like, you're supposed to take care of your family. You got to be responsible. You got to get a job. You got to take care of your family. That kind of thing. They're told real things. Whereas women, we're told stuff like, oh, girl, it don't matter that you got 10 children. It don't matter you got 12 children, girl. You gonna meet a man, he gonna love you, and he gonna take care of all you and all those children. Right? We've been told stuff like that. We've been told all kinds of things in our circles. And I'm just talking about women in general. If y'all could just just listen to some of the conversations that we have as women, right? The conversations we have are ridiculous. And girl, I hate to say it like that, but it is. We will find out a man is cheating. And let's say we tell our homegirls, shit, you tell a coworker, you tell your cousin, whoever, right? And the conversation is gonna go something like this. Hey girl, I found out that Billy was cheating. Girl, for real? Who was he cheating with? And then you tell her, oh, he was cheating with that bitch Tina, right? And so you say, girl, yeah, I knew he was, right? And then it's like, it's so many things. You ought to whoop her ass, right? That's the first thing that'll come out. Then somebody will say, no, you need to beat his ass. Because when he just messing with so-and-so, right? Then the conversation go on. You go on. You talking about everything that went down, how you found out, who texted who called who, all of that shit, right? Then you get to the point where now y'all kind of calming down. The conversation been going on for a while. Everybody else, has put their 2 cents in. They have shared their stories on how they found out their husband was cheating on them, and how they went on and stayed with him because he was a good man, and he don't cheat no more, and they've been together for 20 years now, and he don't cheat no more. Then you got that one friend, or whoever, right? They always know somebody who was messing with this married man. Girl, I hate to say it, but y'all know I'm not lying. They'll say the friend was messing with this married man. The man end up leaving his wife for the friend or for the, for the side chick or whatever. And now they just live together. They got children and everything. And he don't cheat on her or nothing. And the man only gonna cheat if he wanna cheat. Right? And that may be true. I don't know. I'm not a man, I'm a woman, right? But I'm saying the point I'm making is this. Women, we have been, girl, baby, we've been fed this illusion and we don't live in reality. Okay? Y'all, we got to start living in reality. Okay? Now, you can't just keep sitting there talking about stuff like, he my husband and this and that. And that's true. And I understand that you wanna stay by your husband and you wanna make sure everything's okay. You wanna keep the family together and everything, and that's cool. I'm not knocking that because let me share a quick story about my husband, baby. My husband was a heroin addict and a cheater. And when we separated initially, he was it was because of the heroin use and the fact that he had been messing around with some chick and she had supposedly got pregnant, but apparently they said she lost the baby or whatever. I don't know what happened with that. Um, but I do know I had stayed with him even after the young lady had sent me a message. She sent me a message on Facebook. And that's how I found out about the whole ordeal because, like I said, I had no idea this was what was going on. And so as time went on, we tried to work it out. But ultimately, I knew that I just wanted to separate and then eventually divorce because he did a lot of cheating. It wasn't just like, oh, this is just a one person. It wasn't just that. It was a number of things plus the drug use. It was just a little too much for me. And so now as I look at things and pay attention to more and more things, I see that women we live in like this alternate reality. And I think we the only people living in that reality, y'all, because baby, men do what they want to, child. Baby, they do what they want. And that be us just sitting there like, oh girl, I'm just gonna fuck that bitch. She gets my motherfucking husband, all that. And it's just like, girl, I don't know. I mean, I'm not telling people to break up with their husband and all of this, but yeah, we gotta start living in reality. And I'm just for real. Like we cannot keep on this way, y'all. We can't, girl. We cannot. We cannot keep on this way. Baby, we got to live in reality. And the reality is this. If you with somebody and you know that you will get a ass your right arm and you right handed. And you love them that much, right? And they ain't doing the same. Girl, they done went out and had a baby on you and stuff. You can't you can't keep operating in this false reality. Okay? Because they done showed you what time it is. And I just I don't really know what else to say other than baby, we got to stop living in this false reality, y'all. This reality that they then fed us, that Prince Charming gonna come and he coming to get us. He ain't coming. Mostly because he don't exist, honey. And I need y'all to really like take that in. He ain't coming. and he don't exist. Okay. Um, girl, like, and it's so many stories. I knew a girl whose husband constantly cheated on her, right? She would cry. She would do all kinds of shit, girl, just crying and everything. And I can remember I had rode with her one day to, like, I guess just pull up on him. Not pull up on him and the girl, but just pull up on him because he hadn't been home. And so we in her car, we rolling on down, she crying and everything, right? And I don't really know what to say. So we ride down. I just stayed in the car. She goes, she talked to him. Then they get to the point where they kind of arguing a little bit. Then she end up coming back to the car. And so, I might have said some shit like girl fuck him or some goofy shit like that. But at the same time, it's just kind of like, what did you expect to accomplish? Like now that I just kind of looking back on it, it's like, what did you expect to accomplish by going over and talking to him about whatever it was that he was doing? Did you really think he was going to tell the truth? And he hadn't been home in a couple of days. It's just like, y'all, we got to stop souping ourselves up and we got to stop doing all this crazy shit, right? And I got another situation, and then I'm going to get on off of here because I've been on here for quite some time. I can remember being, I don't know, I guess I probably had to be about 20. We seen this girl I know. We was riding together. This girl I know, we seen her baby daddy on the street with a bitch in the car, right? So we just riding, and we just so happened to look over, and I'm like, ain't that? And she was like, yeah. No, as a matter of fact, I take that back. That wasn't me. I mean, that wasn't what I wasn't the one who said, ain't that him? I'm sorry. I ain't mean to say that wasn't me because that was me in the car. But hold on. So she looked over, she seen him, right? So she said, there go, you know. And she got the blowing the horn. I'm talking about she going crazy on the horn. He seen her. He got a chick in the car who he's fucking around with, who he had told her he wasn't fucking around with her. So I seen him. So I started going off, right? So then now he driving and swerving and hitting corners and all this shit, right? So we right on his heels. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Every corner he made, she turned. So we just going. And finally, he kind of got away from us, right? He got away from us somehow. And so she like, I'm finna go to his mama house. I'm finna go to his mama house. And I'm finna wait. Girl, we pulled up in front of the damn mama house. This fool out there acting like he getting his stuff out the car, child. Girl done dropped the girl off for everything. Because keep in mind, he lost us. Because he hitting corners, And he lost us. Baby, he done told her that wasn't him. I said, bitch, that was you. Now I'm in the car too. And we going, we hollering. We everybody, all three of us hollering and going on. Right? Because it wasn't even the fact that he said that wasn't him. It was the fact that we know it was you because you was hitting corners, right? And you telling us all this stuff. You telling us that wasn't him, that wasn't me, and this and that, right? And we all got to arguing. I'm ashamed to tell y'all what happened after that. So we get back in the car, and she gonna say, "Was that really him? I don't know if it was him or not, cause he said it wasn't him." And I'm like, "Girl, we literally looking at him. It was him." So now she crying because she wanna believe him. So I'm like, "Friend, listen, that was him." So then she so I don't know what to call it. Love struck, that she started saying, well, maybe that wasn't him. Maybe that's why they was driving like that. Girl, to the point where I said, well, shit, I guess it wasn't. Maybe it wasn't him. Because I don't know. But my point is, y'all, we got to stop living in this false reality, this alternate reality that women live in. Because we really live in an alternate reality. We got to stop it, y'all. Ladies, we have to stop living in this false reality. And as much as we love men and want to be around them and want them to do all these amazing, beautiful things for us, baby, live in reality here. Stop psyching yourself out and thinking that things are something that they're not.